1. The Village of Quiet. There was a village at the edge of the world, nestled against the base of a towering, snow-capped mountain. No one climbed it. No one dared. They called it the Wall of Death. Legends said it swallowed men whole, turned heroes into ghosts, and left nothing but silence in return. It stood, century after century, as a monument to limits, the line that no man could cross. But one boy stared at it differently. He didn't see an ending. He saw a beginning. 2. The boy who asked, "Why not?" Elian was only a child when his father left to climb the mountain, and never returned. The village mourned, then moved on. But Elian didn't. Instead, he kept asking the question that made the elders uncomfortable. What if the mountain wasn't the end? What if it was a door? People shook their heads and told him to forget. But the question burned. It lived in his bones. And on the eve of his 18th birthday, Elian stood before the village and said, "I'm going up. I won't run from the wall that took my father. I'll face it, and I'll find what's beyond." They called him foolish, but he packed a small bag, took his father's old journal, and walked into the cold. 3. The first blow. The mountain didn't wait long. By the second day, a storm tore through the sky like a beast awakened. Wind howled like spirits. Icy rain cut his face. Paths vanished, his hands blistered on stone. Hunger set in, and on a narrow ledge, the ground gave way. He fell hard. Pain exploded through his side. Blood ran down his cheek. He lay still, broken, listening to the wind whisper what doubt always says: "You can't do this. Turn back. You're not enough." But as his hand reached for his pack, he touched his father's journal. Opening it, he found one line, underlined in heavy black ink. "The obstacle is the path." It wasn't just a quote. It was a challenge. He got up. 4. The lesson of the storm. Elian learned to stop fighting the mountain. He learned to move with the wind, to listen to the silence, to respect the climb. Every slip taught him balance. Every fall taught him focus. Every fear taught him something deeper. The things that hurt you are the things that shape you. The storm didn't want to destroy him. It wanted to refine him. 5. The ghosts of doubt. At night, Elian heard voices. Sometimes his father's, sometimes his own. They said things like, "You're wasting your life. No one will remember you. You'll die for nothing." But then he would light a small fire, open the journal, and whisper to himself, "These are not my enemies. They are my teachers dressed as fear." 6. The place above fear. On the 12th day, bruised and half-starved, Elian reached a stone plateau near the summit and found something impossible, a carved doorway in the cliff, ancient, silent. He stepped through it and into a forgotten monastery carved inside the mountain itself. There were no monks, no gods, only echoes and stone shelves, and a single book resting on an altar. He opened it. It was his father's handwriting. 7. The truth written in stone. His father had made it. The journal was filled with notes, sketches, meditations. His father had stayed in the mountain, not out of failure, but by choice. The final page read, "I came to conquer this mountain, but I learned I had to conquer myself. What tried to stop me became my greatest teacher. What stood in my way became the way." Elian dropped to his knees. He understood now. The mountain was never meant to be climbed. It was meant to be faced. 8. The man who returned. Years passed. Elian descended from the mountain, not as a boy, but as a man sharpened by silence, solitude, and truth. The villagers barely recognized him. But when they asked what he found, he didn't speak of miracles. He simply said, "The mountain gave me nothing except myself." 9. The stone with the words Elian built a school at the mountain's base, not to teach geography, but to teach courage. He carved these words into a massive stone by the trailhead. You will suffer. You will fall. You will doubt. But if you keep going, you will meet yourself. The mountain is not your enemy. It is your mirror. Beneath it, he engraved the quote that has saved his life. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius 10. The path is for you. And now, dear reader, this story is in your hands. You have your own mountain. Maybe it's not made of stone. Maybe it's made of fear, or failure, or pain, or the voice that says, you can't. But hear this. Your obstacle is not the end. It is your beginning. Let it shape you. Let it sharpen you. Let it lead you not away from your path, but deeper into it. Because what you're afraid of is often the exact thing that will set you free. What stands in the way becomes the way.